for her PhD from Mysore University, and she had the opportunity to learn under competent gurus, namely Sri Kalyana Sundaram, as well as her own father, Chakyar Rajan, about whom she talked to us some years ago. So it is a rare privilege to have the father and mother who are well versed in music, dance, and other fine arts, so that the trait, it is there in the blood itself. So I'm sure Dr. Padmaja Madam would have imbibed all these things from her childhood, and her father made her work really hard. And she took a wonderful topic for her PhD on Natya on one hand and Tantra Shastra. Generally, not many people um, venture into Tantra Shastra for obvious reasons. But here is Dr. Padmaja, even during her young days, and she was encouraged by her father to delve deep into Shakta, the Tantra Shastra, and she has really done a great deal of work in this field, both in Natya Shastra as well as Tantra Shastra, not academically or theoretically, but the way she has performed, you know, just a glimpse of it. She has performed, she has been invited, not performed, she has been specially requested to perform in 32 countries or 32 plus countries. She has represented India, she has represented ICCR, she has represented Indian culture in so many countries, and so many countries in Europe, Australia, Asia, America. I mean, the list goes on and on. And she is always ready to teach, to share her vast knowledge. And I think many of you, those who are reading Hindu, I mean, the most popular news daily in South India, she has been writing in sequence on so many aspects of Natya Shastra. I used to read it, madam, though I am not much interested in Natya Shastra, but you made me read it. Because just for your information, Dr. Janaki, who was the director, was an excellent scholar in Natya Shastra.
Correct.
And Abhinava Bharati. So she kept on telling me, come to my house on leave, no holidays. I will teach you Natya Shastra, Abhinava Bharati. I never went to her house because of that, because I was not interested in aesthetics or something like that. I regret it very much, because it is not merely aesthetics. Abhinava Gupta talks of so many things, and proof of it is Professor Tyagarajan has also done some work on this through his candidates, Kashmir Saivism, and it is fitting that he will be joining. He is joined with us today to listen to your lecture. And Dr. Padmaja has been presenting so many programs in many channels, in the TVs. One of the very precious moments that she can proudly cherish is she was personally appreciated by no less than a person of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam when he was the President of India, for her wonderful service to the rural children. It is customary to teach in big cities, whether it is Hyderabad, Bengaluru, or Delhi, or Madras, or Mumbai, where you can learn, earn a lot of name, fame, money, position, everything. But it requires a large heart, madam, to teach the rural children. And hats off to you. We salute you for your service to the field of arts. Teaching the rural children. She continues to teach. That is the great human aspect that we can see in Dr. Padmaja madam. And she has been a choreographer, she has been an author, she has been a writer, and she shares her vast knowledge with whomsoever. She comes to our Chennai, and she has participated in so many seminars. She has been Sangeet Natak Academy Fellow. You name it, she is there. So it is time that Government of India recognizes her wonderful contribution with the title Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, like that. Many people have got it. It will come to you, madam, because Kalidasa says, Naratnaman Vishyati Mrigyate Hitat. the jewel or the gem does not seek. No, it is sought after by people. Therefore, all the awards that you have been bestowed with, there are so many awards. The Karnataka government, the government of India, I mean, you name it, so many sabhas. I was also surprised by the title, Nipuna. They got nothing Nipuna. It should be Nipunika because
you told me that. You told me last time.
so they are going on giving so many titles. I think, when the Veena Vidwan, Surya Narayana came to our institute, he gave me his card. And there were more than 32 titles. And he had a card like this, you have to open. And 4 pages like that. Dr. Padmaja Madam also has so many titles, so many credentials, but in her own humble way, and very rightly so, she is hiding all these things and trying to manifest only the art, and especially the art of dance. And as Kalidasa says, Natyam, that is the one thing which attracts everybody. Even Natya Shastra, Bharata says, whether it is children or youth or even the saints who are tapasvis or yogis, it is the dance which removes all the fatigue. So, by listening to Dr. Padmaja Madam and having a glimpse of her, unfortunately, we are not able to hold it live. She wanted very much to have it live, but the prevailing situation is like that. So, Madam, we assure you that we will again have an exclusive program for you, maybe a seminar on fine arts or something like that. And those I am always fond of telling, those who are associated or perform in the Kupusam Shastra Research Institute, Saraswati, it is the hall where Mahapariva used to do the puja. You can see that in our picture also, that he adorns that hall. It is a sacred place, and those who come here, they are blessed more and more with so many things, and richly they deserve that also. I wish, Madam, you will also be rewarded more and more, and you will serve the society more and more. With these few words, now I would request Dr. Padmaja Madam to give her talk today. She is going to talk on a wonderful topic which generally South Indian people don't take. That is Trika system. Most people, I think, may not know what is Trika system also. It belongs to Kashmir Shaivism, which is akin to Saiva Siddhanta, where we call Pati, Pashu, Pasha. But in Trika system in Kashmir, they call Shiva, Shakti, and also Nara, or Para, Apara, and Para, Para. So, without taking much time or boring you, now it is our privilege to welcome Dr. Padmaja Madam. How, because Natya Shastra, so many, Abhinav Gupta and so many people have contributed so much in the field of aesthetics, and Dr. Padmaja would be sharing a glimpse of her, or just a drop of her experience, expertise, and also through her excellent presentation. Over to you, Madam. Thank you very much again for joining us. It is our privilege to welcome you, Madam. Thank you.
Satgurave Namaha. Dr. Balasubramaniam, you're a great orator, a scholar who can speak so much with exuberance, so vividly, so elaborately. Thank you so much for that introduction. And I feel greatly privileged to be back in KSRI after a brief period, that institute that I cherish from the bottom of my heart, because it has seen so many giants in scholarship, and there are so many of them here right in this meeting as well. So I consider it a great honor to be given an opportunity to share whatever little has come after years of performance. The academic side of it opened up much later, close to about 2 decades of dance. And last 10 years, last 1 decade has been very much rewarding. And the visit to KSRI, when I was at the tip of an iceberg, I still am, opened up a gamut of emotions, which I feel very strongly about every time I perform, that there is a new connection, a new way of presenting, a new way in which I feel closer to the art from the bottom of my heart. and which, if it is able to be transmitted to others, not only the audiences at the performance, but also the fellow artists, the fraternity, all of us can enjoy that experience of being in this Rasanubhava. Dr. Balasubramaniam already gave you what is Trika about, the three-dimensional aspects of Trika. He said in such brief terms, which we can expand from a few seconds into a few hours for sure. So I have a PowerPoint presentation, which I would like to share now. And with that, we will be starting my I'm not a born Sanskrit, the family, of course, had Chakyar Kutharajan, who was a Sanskrit scholar, and with my father's help, I was managing all my dance performances. But over the years only, I have picked up, and at the beginning itself, seek your pardon if there are any grave Sanskrit errors. I also have to mention that one of the people in the audience who is not new to KSRI, Dr. Rama Shekhar, had also influenced me so that my pronunciation is not erroneous. Thank you so much. I shall now start. Concepts of Trika in Natya Shastra. I have taken a photograph.
1 minute.
Yes, please.
Your PPT screen is not being shown here. You have not opened that.
1 minute. So it is here in front of my eyes, the PPT.
Sharing
So,
that screen, ma'am. Just share the PPT screen.
Yeah. If I share the entire screen, is that better?
Yes.
Instead of just the window?
You have to choose the PPT, ma'am. Yeah, that's
Yes. Yes.
Ipo varada?
Got it.
ma'am.
Right. Concepts of Trika in Natya Shastra. Nrityati gayati hrishyati gadham samvidiyam mama bhairavanatha tvam priyamapya sudarshanamekam durlabham anya janaihi samayatnyam. So from the Bhairava Stotra of the great Trika Shaiva, the Tantrika Abhinavagupta, I have taken this verse, which explains to what extent Natya, the practitioners, are so much at an exalted plane. And if only we realize it, if only the art and the artist is being propitiated, the artist, while she is a practitioner or he's a practitioner, propitiated as the embodiment of Shiva himself, because that takes you so close to that Shiva Tattva which is in you, and nothing can come close to the reward that one gets from this. Like it is said that today, of course, when the art is in the market, like any other practice, while we remove the honey from the hive, if at all we get a few drops to lick, that itself is great before it goes to the market. So, and if we decide to consume it ourselves and make everyone around realize the inner essence, the inner core essence, which gets sometimes forgotten, our entire lifetime will have its meaning. Now, the text of the Natya, from the perspective of a dancer, as I'm taking it, at the first level, I can see the samanya, or the ordinary way of understanding word to word and correlating it with our practice. And then, of course, going to the Guhya level, as is there any implicit or implied meaning which is suggested by the sage, who himself was called Trika Sutrakara. And then the final, the Samadhi level, when one is taken to that consciousness, to that bindu, to that point which is in the core of one's heart and in everyone around, which is why, despite so many historical invasions, despite all that we have gone through, we can still say, take pride in that purity in the essence which can be seen. As an artist, one's own form becomes the material and the instrumental cause to be taking one on a journey to realize the Shiva consciousness, where the Nirguna becomes the Nama, Rupa, taking one to Ananda, and the main aspect of not forgetting the world as well, rejoicing the world, Iha and Para, the dual goals, which are ultimately the single. It is not, I don't know why, like Dr. Balasubramaniam said, that it is not acceptable, like Tantra people are worried about or scared about, because it is all about the movement of energy. After all, it is only energy that consents to move from sound to word to poem to song to dance to painting to sculpture to the entire world around. And we know how energy can be utilized, channeled. If we know that, then it is the best, the most positive way in which one can attain the highest goals, which the great sages talk about, 1,000 rituals, 1,000 years of deep meditation, and one moment in Laya can be one and the same. Trika system falls into the triad of the Agama, the ritual, the Spanda, the theory of sound, and the Pratyabhijna. That philosophy which shows you the self-recognition that you are not Jiva alone, but you are Shiva ultimately, and the path of Shakti that takes you to that Shiva. Spanda is the inner rhythm, and Pratyabhijna Hridayam takes you to the point of becoming Chit. And as Sir already introduced, the three, which is Pashu, Pasha, and Pati, is the same here of Shaiva Siddhanta. Siddhanta is ultimately Vedanta, ultimately non-dualism only, but the path it takes, like we take in Natya, if I am going to be Aham Brahmasmi, there is no rasa, there is no bhava. But to take to that point, you go through all these different philosophies, the darshanas of Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita, and then the eye of Shiva as a Sakshi, where you are able to recognize yourself. So here again, the Nara, the Shakta Upaya, and the Shivam ultimate principle. There also Shiva is never without Shakti. It is Vimarsha that takes over completely from Prakasha. Like in Saundarya Lahari, also the Paramacharya says that one aspect of the Ardhangi, she takes over Shiva completely. For that moment, there is no Shiva at all, that only Shakti, the visible vibration. So Abheda or Advaita, complete non-dualism, to the diversity in the unity, Bheda Bheda or Para Para, and Bheda or Apara. These three are in unity. Trika Shaivism, which stands for non-dualism, accepts the world as the creative manifestation of Ishvara. Paramashiva has the transcendental and the immanent aspects. And the spirit, mind you, is not ascetical. It is not a Viveka Marga per se, which says that there is only Maya in the Jagat, but it is aesthetic, which says Chitta Vritti Vilasa, as against Nirodha, because it is the Tantraja Marga. Self-awareness is the bliss, the matrix of creative desire containing the universe as a seed for the tree. The arrangement of Natya Shastra in 36 chapters is believed to correspond as per what we have Abhinava Bharati, the only way in which we have been able to even study the Natya Shastra, the connection to the basic principles of Trika, through which an individual becomes limited to enjoy the world, to get this birth, but again gets an opportunity to go beyond birth. It gets transformed into the divine with the real knowledge. Shiva Sutras of Vasugupta are the philosophical aphorisms of Trika, referring to Atma as Nartaka Atma, who has descended on stage, Antaratma as the theater, the stage, and the Indriyas as the spectators. The sublimation of artist is also allegorically given when you posit Mrityu and Niyati, that you are actually going through death of your individual ego, which helps you to obliterate the karmic baggage. And there is an absence of conditioned mind in the Rasika. So with this foreground alone, you will be able to get to that divinity. The 5 layers which are explained by the great Tantrika saint are the physical level, because your perceptions is what connects you first of all to the artist. The imaginative layer, the emotive layer, the cathartic layer, where you're able to purge out all your inner contradictions, inner conditions, and expand with the transcendental self-recognition level, where you become consciousness, Brahmam Aswada Sahodara, he says, brother of Brahman, something which is akin to the deepest meditational level, but yet very unique to the artistic experience. Nothing can be compared as such to artistic, aesthetic experience, because this is unique. The 36 tattvas which are there in the text. The self is vibration, spanda in essence. The mind is the instrument of tasting, free of all obstacles and devoid of perceptions. You utilize the mind as an instrument to go beyond the mind. As you say, dance is when the body is trained to be forgotten about. The subject gets immersed in chamatkara, no distinction of self or others. The derivables of Sankhya, the 25, 24 if you don't include Purusha. If you include Purusha, it is 25, to which 11 aspects have been added in Trika. Purusha is the consciousness, Prakriti, the nature, Buddhi or Mahat, the intellect, Ahamkara, the I sense, Manas, mind, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Tanmatras, Panchamahabhutas, to which is added Shiva in the descending order from the topmost, Shiva, Shakti, Sadashiva, Ishvara, Satvidya, along with Maya and the 5 Kanchuka, which are the limiters, Kala, Vidya, Raga, Niyati, and Kala. The correspondence are given in the introductory eulogies, which very often we oversee because we are looking at the actual translation of the Natya Shastra. But where the eulogies or the praises to Lord Shiva are given, we find is hidden these tattvas. In the very first chapter, which is the earth, also Mooladhara is mentioned as a foundation for the seed of the cosmic tree in the Natyotpatti chapter. The second one on the construction, where the water element, I have taken the tantric terms of the chakras also side by side, for the growth of the samsara, the world stage foundation is laid there. The third in the puja vidhi, to the fire, where the devas and men connect. The fourth, the Tandava, to the wind, ever moving dynamic wind. The fifth, Purvaranga, to space, the world theater, which gives Avakasha, Akasha gives a space for one to express oneself. Shiva is Vyoma Murti there. And the sixth Rasadhyaya, although in Rasadhyaya chapter we don't find corresponding verses immediately in the translation, there is a correspondence to Gandha if you follow the same order. In the seventh one, to the Tanmatra of Rasa is mentioned there in the Bhava chapter, Upanga Vidhana to Rupa, Angika Dhyaya to Sparsha, and the 10th on the other limbs to Shabda. Some corresponding verses are missing. In the 11th one, the 12th one, the 13th one, praising the power of creating, invoking motion. The 14th on Pravritti, zones, there is implicit references in some places. 15th to Chanda Shastra, prosody and verbal representation, to Vak, appropriately, thus covering the Karmendriyas, Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. So sometimes the correlation is overlapping and the order also changes occasionally. 16th to the 20th chapter are believed to correspond to the Jnanendriyas, and 5 of them I have mentioned here. 21st to 25th to the mind, the ego, the intellect, nature, and the spirit. And then from the 26th to the 30th, typical of Shaivism, to the 5 Kanchukaha, resulting from Mala and Maya. That is the 5 limiters because of which we have to take this birth, because of which we limit ourselves without knowing that you are the limitless. That comes because of your impurity and the illusion and your karmic action. Derived from Maya, Maya is also the 6th limiter, or restricted freedom, Kala, that gives rise to limited knowledge. From Kala itself is born Avidya, Raga, and the Niyati, which is the determinate of causal, spatial regularity and temporal time, Kala. All these are the ones that enslaves this Jivatma. Kala indicates the creative, expressive power of Vak, appearing, disappearing. The divine power of Lord, which is Maya, is the disconnecting element from God consciousness, and Kala makes one act limited. The final 6 chapters, Tala, Dhruva, Avanadha, Prakriti, Bhumika, Natya, Avatarana, stand for Maya, Shatvidya, Ishvara, Sadashiva, Shakti, and Shiva. Here I have also quoted the sloka where he says, he venerates Tala as, I offer threefold praise to this body, mind, spirit of Shiva, whose essence is Maya, in whom there is perfect equilibrium of all worldly activities by means of divisions in time and rest. So there is this perfect equilibrium. So this again states that the divinity doesn't remain with Shiva, but it is completely transmitted. It is reflected in that creation. There is this avatarana, the descent. Avatarana, the descent means the creation. Arohana, the ascent means the dissolution. Paramashiva is immanent, Prakasha, and transcendent. Prakasha and Swatantriya Shakti are always indivisibly fused. With this Leela starts the 3 distinct moments in which there is aham, idam experience, where the subject is predominant and the object is unclear yet. And then when the object takes a form, it becomes iham, idam, aham. And that is the parapara aspect. And then finally the apara, where there are 2 distinct, separated aspects. Different phenomena, as the sage tells us, Alata Chakra Pratimam, says that it arises different phenomena in constant movement through the dance, through the music, through the drama, become one whole with harmony and form, like a whirling firebrand, appears as a circle, disappears. Creation, dissolution. I wanted to take pictures from the text and then show that there is some more validity. Yes, Tanmayan Hridaya Samvadana Kramena Drak Chitra Shakti Ganabhumi Vibhaga Bhagi Harshollasat Paravikar Jushaha Karoti Vande Tamam Tamaham Hindu Kalavatansam Shatrimsha Katmaka Jagat Gaganavabhasa Samvin Marichichaya Chumbita Bimba Shobham Shatrimshakam Bharata Sutramidam Vivrunvan Vande Shivam Shruti Tadartha Vivekidhama Vishwa Bija Prarohartham Mooladharataya Sthitam Dhartru Shaktimayam Vande Dharani Rupam Ishwaram, where it is clear that he is able to get that abhasa. He is seeing that entire from the Indu, from the Lord who has that the moon, the Indu, that the moon adorned. He is able to see that reflection of the entire 36 tattvas appearing before him, and then he venerates the Lord as that cosmic bija in the Mooladhara. Samsara Natya Janana Dhatru Bija Jalatajushim Jalamurtim Shivam Patyuhu Sarasam Paryupasmahe, where Shiva is venerated as the Jalatattva. Swavilasairidam Vishwam Yo Darshayati Santatam Samira Murtim Tam Vande Giriraja Sutapriyam, venerated as the wind, the one who is constantly moving, spreading that Ananda element, who is Giriraja Sutapriyam. Samsara Nati Nirmane Ya Avakasha Vidhanataha Purvarangayate Vyomamurtim Tam Shankarim Namaha. I bow down to that Shankarim who has made this world drama appear before you and give you the opportunity to get into that as his form is Vyoma Murtim, with the Purvaranga. That is the chapter from which this comes. And then, of course, there are in the same order, some of them the order is up and down. You can find the Sparsha Tanmatra coming also a little later, like it comes here again. There is Sparsha Tanmatra in that same order as well. So there is overlapping. Dehe sasandhyangade samaste yat sthapanam sparshana vrittikari tadindriyam yasya vapurnamami. I am not able to see the last line because the WebEx something comes up here. Okay, so the next one is Vichitram Rupaka Bhuvam. That was on Vyomamurtim, and on the Sparsha Tanmatra. When he says that as the Sparsha is pervading the previous one, let me go back to that. Yes, as Sparsha is pervading the entire body, so the Sandhis are also joining the drama in the various aspects of the Bija, the Bindu, and the various plots, and leading to the fulfillment of that. Vichitram Rupaka Bhuvam Lakshanam Bhushanam Bhuvaha Bhasyate Yena Tam Vande Prachadhi Saditam Shivam. Here, as the Rupaka, here the 36 Lakshana of drama is taken. And as it becomes, with that, you're getting the Rupaka, the drama in form that you're able to see, which is also the adornment or the embellishment of this world to that Lord who has manifested as this. Rupam yatet tad bahudha chakasti taddena bhavi bhavita na jatu tat chakshur arkatmakam ishwarasya vandeva pustaija saradhamnaha. Here it is as Tejas, as fire, the one who has Arka, the sun and the moon and the third eye. And because of the Tanmatra or of Drishti, you're able to see the form of the various plays. So as the descent of the Lord comes in these various forms, he is referring to that also in this metaphysical aspect. And in the chapter on the distribution of roles, yad bhumika labhaparaha sadashiva padasthitaha tam vande paramam shaktim chandramaulehi paramtanum. Here there is reference to the Sadashiva Tattva also, where one is taking so many variegated roles and as bhumikas, and then coming to realize the Sadashiva Tattva, which is an ascended plane very close to the Shakti Tattva. And every time he is talking about Shakti, also inherent, because without Shakti, Shiva is not known. Shiva becomes aware of Shivam, becomes aware of that only because of Shakti Tattva. The last one, I've taken some from the last and the beginning. Yasmin niguda paramartham abudhyamanaha samsara natya rasabhava mupashrayante buddhva punarmuhuraho nijameva yanti tat purnadhama shiva tattvamaham prapadye. So the final Shiva Tattvam he comes to over here after all the ignorance. One is able to get to the final ultimate consciousness, this I am level, with this practice of Natya. That is the final chapter he has given that. So he explains experience of rasa in terms of dissolution of all items of experience, that is understanding that you're Shiva by reducing gradually your identification with the objects around, that I am this is my name, this is my egoistic sense, this is my relationship, this is my object identity in the world. So all that comes to dissolve in a gradual way, because of which there is an avarana bhanga, and then you come to the Samvit Vishranti level. So this is a scientific, esoteric, aesthetic journey, which I'm sure the present scientific quantum theory also will realize that we're all connected with that one particle, and we get to that level by stopping our individual identity and expanding oneself to feel that one pulsating throb of oneness with us. So that is the beauty of the art. That is the reason why it has been able to cross all the boundaries, all the borders of all the limitations of religion, language, the all kind of barriers it is able to overcome, because it is able to go to that the sadharanikarana, the generalized identification of this is what I actually in essence am able to relate to everyone. So that matter, even if you may not know the raga per se, there are times when you are so much in connection with that tune. So what happens is you are forgetting your individual egoistic sense, and that is the beauty, the magic, the white magic, the tantra element in it, the energy in it, which is why it is sustained and it is continuing to be glorified. So self-recognition is the process of anusandhana and anuvyavasaya of vyabhichari, anubhava and sthai. Abhinav Gupta says that sarvam sarvatmakam, everything has the nature of everything, and in his Lochana and in Abhinava Bharati establishes rasa as a universal principle. There is no per se grammatical, they may all be different. For example, poetry, you may say it's a different field, or dance is different, or music is different, but they all combine together in the subjective art experience, and that is the beauty of it. That is the typical Indian way of looking at our studies as well. We always believe in this Bahusha, all the vidyas coming together and not getting disintegrated, but ultimately becoming one as the Shabda, taking you from the spoken to the final sound of silence. Trika Yoga has the 12 Pranava Kalas, and the practice of it in deep meditation, like in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, or even for that matter from Bhavana Upanishad, our very basic, very close to the South Indians, the Sri Chakra worship, all of it goes through these 12 Pranava Kalas, in which we have to come from the Nada level, understand that it is one form in which all the letters are hidden together, and that opens up. It is a ceaseless, inarticulate, unstruck nada, constantly in all of us, constantly throbbing in every aspect of creation, constantly throbbing even in an inanimate object. If you break that desk, for that matter, it will disintegrate, and the ultimate point where you cannot further disintegrate will be throbbing as the particle, where we can connect with you as the one throbbing element of which brings you together as oneness. And this inarticulate sound in meditation, the static meditation, while dance is the same expression in dynamic meditation, the U and the Akara, Ukara and the Makara in 3 different points, the Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra Tattva, and then the Bindu level, where it is a point in Omkara, where it's a concentrated energy of the word. And when you understand the Vachika Abhinaya, how beautifully the sage has given us, how beautifully you understand how it opens up into various levels, the matras that he mentions, the various talas as Chaturashra itself, Chaturashra and Tishra as the 2 basic, to which we can connect our very heartbeat, and the rhythm of it, which has to be perfect. You reduce it, and then you realize that the dance of Shiva is something in which it is though you look at it as an image, which is still, it has the highest vibration, the highest sound of all the technicalities of the sound. The scientists can go deeper and deeper, that you cannot go beyond that. That much of speed is hidden in that static moment. So the moment we do a Karana, also when we dissolve into it, we realize there is so much of movement packed into it. And Shiva, Chidambara Nadaraja is that Nadanta, where that level beyond Nada, where the identity with body disappears. So that's so fortunate we are. And that posture itself, when the left is pointing, the left hand to the left leg, and the hand Pataka showing the Bindu, Pataka, the changeless. The very beautifully, for that matter, when Dr. Balasubramanian told about Dr. Janaki's, I read that paper on Pataka. She has given so beautifully an erudition on the Pataka. The basic hand gesture explains so much. That is the light which is complete, it is bursting, and that comes into that form. And you get from that Shiva emerges, and from the left, the consciousness gives rise to that the matter, which becomes the so manifold the world. So here in this ascent, we are going from that Nadanta, we go to the Kundali Shakti level, the Vyapini Samana, and the Unmana level. So these pictures were taken during my performance. Many a time I try to bring these tattvas into a performance as well, when I'm using either Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar's Navavarana Kritis, or maybe a Varnam. I have been taking Lalgudi Sri Jayaraman's Varnam on the Navarasa, where he speaks of the Sarvanandamaya Chakra in the 9th, the final part where he talks about Bindu. So here as well, to show about how Uchara comes from that life force and expands in the vocal cords and the song, and Hridaya is the essence of Shiva, in which Duksha all are taking shape from that level. Nada in breath, 21,600 times a day, an average as the Ajapa mantra. And these are all connected with the artists, when we are doing so many different combinations, we cannot go beyond the third speed or the fourth speed. Our body can't take it. We can't go beyond the highest octave with our vocal cords can't take it. But that doesn't mean there isn't any sound there. So it takes you closer to that sound which is speechless. And through the meditation, we are able to connect to that. So every time we take a freeze, every time we take a jati for that matter, or a trikala jati, and then we come to the, from that sound vibration, then we come to the sahitya. There is plenty of scope for us to understand this tattva. There is none, says the Swachhanda Tantra, who sounds this varna voluntarily, nor can anyone prevent it being sounded, whether you like it or not. But that sound you have to connect to. There is so much of noise around. There is so much of these mala and maya in us and karma that we constantly keep acting that we forget to even connect to that origin. And this gives you that opportunity to connect. And the same sound gets manifested from para to the pashyanti, to the madhyama, to the vaikhari, the para, the inarticulate, the transcendental. From that, the pashyanti in thought and vision, and still the subject and objects are together. The madhyama, in between the faint whisper, you can see the emanation, the creation from para to the parapara, and then finally to the apara, where there is the speech, the vocal cords get activated through the vimarsha. And that's how, when you say pada artha is nothing but the word, the meaning becoming the padartha, becoming the objectified universe. Each stage of evolution of sound is sthula, sukshma, and para. Music may not evoke defined emotion like the dance, but it brings feelings akin to sattvika bhavas. Abhinav Gupta says that the alapana is connected to the sthula pashyanti level, where there is beauty in the absence of division by letters, because it is alapana. Close to para, the listener gets to the transcendental level. The musical instruments is the sthula madhyama level. The chaturvidha abhinaya, the vibhava, anubhava, sanchari, and suggestive style have to have, for the optimum performance and the optimum enjoyment, they should have the unity of stages or sound. Otherwise, it will become a mere demonstration on the superficial level. We realize the unity of sound as it manifests in the emotions. The rasa gets colored, anuranjita, by the vasana or samskara, aroused by the vibhava and the anubhava. Raso Vaisaha, says the Upanishad, when spanda gradually ascends, surpasses individual identification with character or the mood, which says that ultimately there is, like you say, the joy of the sad tales also, that you go beyond these 8 and come to the ninth. The ninth, though it is not spelled out in the Natya Shastra, is already there in it, according to the commentator, when he says that Tattvajnana is already assumed as he speaks of Nirveda. He says, Abhinav Gupta says, Nirveda or disillusionment per se, or disgust with the world, is posited in a very auspicious place as the first of the Vyabhichari bhavas. So that means there is a deeper meaning to it, that the tattva of the shanta, or the atma jnana, the spirit watching all this drama, is already implicit. The sukshma sharira, for this realization of this Trika Sutra, if you divide the body, even the Vastu Shastra takes the same principle, and for dance it is very relevant. Our movements are all marked like this, in which we evoke this layer after layer. The Muladhara, or the earth level, then the region above that, and that is when from that sound of para, it starts coming to the Pashyanti level. How beautifully in our opening pieces, we take a lot of these single syllables without any meaning, showing pure sound, showing pure light energy, and then becoming a shabda, becoming a spoken word, and then becoming a sahitya, and then becoming a varna, then becoming a kirtana or a padam. And then from that ascent level, again coming down to the descent level, when you go around as a circumambulation, also the temple layout being superimposed with this way in which the dancer presents. So from Mooladhara, then the Swadhisthana and the Manipuraka level, Anahata level, how often we connect to the heart, how often it is so easy for the artist to feel one with creation. If at all, when we connect to that chords, if at all we are able to forget for that moment that this is the image in which you get tomorrow written about or spoken about, if at all we realize this is the way to connect to that innermost, the mother within you, and that which is vibrating all the time in the Anahata. And then as you ascend and go to the next level, the Shuddha level, and then the Ajna level, very often we find that on stage a premeditated, spontaneous movement is taken. Why that imagination comes is because the intuition is working on you when you are able to dissolve the ego, if and only when. And that is what differentiates the great artist from the mediocre, because that is what lingers in the spectators' hearts as well. And then this the Sukshma Sharira, the higher level is the Lalata, and then the Mastaka, and then the Brahmaranda finally, where the Brahmaranda is not Brahman alone. It is Maya Sahita Brahman. As the dancer has already said, the format, the movement is cut off, is culled, is particularly designed for us to go through that. So a margam should be rendered with a lot of veneration, with a lot of sincerity, and actually as per the design given to us through the text, and later on again given structure by the quartet. And from the very beginning, when you talk of Lord Ganesha, the Mooladhara Tattva is hidden there, and the prana starts manifesting, the sattva gets exalted, and the Nada Yoga spontaneously ascends. These are the texts that I have referred to. For paucity of time, I am not reading out, but I'm very grateful, and Dhanyosmi. Thank you so much. I am now going to be sharing another PowerPoint, which is going to be the demonstration part of the PowerPoint. So I'll have to stop sharing and I have to again share. I think that is the modus operandi for WebEx, if I'm not wrong. So here it is. So these esoteric aspects, very many times I use the performances to be able to explain, and because I am not fortunate to be in KSRI in person in that great ambience and that enlightened space, I'm using this opportunity to be able to share some videos. Is my PowerPoint clear, Lavanya? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank
you can
you.
play.
Thank you. So I'm playing the videos and the same tattvas through different performances, through different dance numbers in places here and there. I have tried to bring out.
Katai.
We are not able to listen to the audio.
Okay. 1 minute. I will stop sharing first and then say, I made the audio really large, I mean high, but somehow 1 minute. Where do I share screen? If I put window, will the audio, is there a separate this thing for audio? Because yesterday the audio was clear, I think.
Lavanya?
Can you just see if you're able to hear the audio now? Just check. Sorry about that.
Change the screen, ma'am. Change the screen to your video, ma'am.
Video missing.
Okay. Sorry about this, Narayana. Now I will share content, screen, entire screen, audio. Is there a special?
There's no special option, ma'am. It will come automatically.
Can you see it now?
No, ma'am. Yeah, we can see it, but we cannot hear it. Make it full screen, ma'am.
Okay, let me just try. Full screen ஆனாலும் audio ஏன் வருதில்ல அது தெரியல.
Audio வரல.
ஷோ பகவானே. Very sad.
Preeti இருக்க மாட்டா.
Shall I share it with ஒரு நிமிஷம்?
லாவண்யா.
மேம்
என்ன சொல்லுங்க?
ப்ரொசீஜர் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க.
இல்ல அவ நேத்தி இந்த ஆடியோ ரொம்ப மைல்டா தான் நேத்திக்கு அவளது கேட்டது. It was not as
பட் இப்போ அட்லீஸ்ட் சம்திங் கேக்குறதா நான் வந்து ஃபுல் ஆக்கி இருக்கேன்.
இல்ல மேடம் கேக்கலையா?
Do one thing, Dr. Padmaja, do one thing.
Yeah.
Let the minutes go and you please give a commentary
Okay. இது வந்து அந்த ஞாசா with all the subtle
you explain it.
The para pashyanti madhyama level.
Share it again, ma'am.
Audio is yet to come.
You have unshared it. You have to share it again.
Okay. குருவாயிருப்பா. ரொம்ப ஆப்டா அந்த வீடியோ அதுக்குன்னு கால் பண்ணிட்டு ஷேர் இப்போ ஸ்கிரீன் போடுறேன் இல்ல அப்ளிகேஷன் போட்டு பார்த்தாலோ லெட்ஸ் சி அதுல போட்டேனா வருதான்னு. இப்போ வருதா?
இது உங்களுடைய பிபிடி
இல்ல இது
நோ இட் இஸ் பிபிடி அங்கதான் வருது.
வருதா?
சவுண்ட் வரல. இல்ல சவுண்ட்
மறுபடியும் சவுண்ட் வரலையா?
Ma'am, sound is not coming, ma'am.
சவுண்ட் தான் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்.
This is your another thing.
யா வேற ஒரு வீடியோ தான் இது. அது வரதோ என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் இதுல இருக்கா வீடியோல இருக்கான்னு தெரியல. இப்போ இதுல வந்து எப்படி அந்த is there a separate this thing for audio? Is there a separate this thing?
Ma'am, you have to share it as an YouTube link or you have to share it directly as a YouTube link, ma'am. Then I think the sound will come.
அப்படிதான் நான் பண்ணிருக்கேன். directly as a YouTube
நீங்க
link.
PowerPoint ல போட்டு பண்றீங்களோ இல்லையோ அதனால வரலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
அப்ப நேத்துக்கு வந்ததே ஆடியோ.
இல்ல நேத்திக்கு ரொம்ப மைல்டா தான் கொஞ்சம் கேட்டது மேம். இன்னைக்கு அதுவுமே கேட்கல.
அதனால தான் கேக்குறேன் என்ன ஆச்சுன்னு தெரியல. ஒரு நிமிஷம். இப்போ வருதா பாருங்க. ஓ சரியான டம்ப் ஹெட் many times I think ஆர்ட்லயே உட்கார்ந்து சில பேசிக் சயின்ஸ் தெரியறது இல்ல. மறுபடியும் ப்ளே பண்ணி கேக்குறதா உங்களுக்கு?
கேக்குறது என்ன இருக்கு?
Yes ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll just start from the beginning, sorry, because then order comes. ஏன்னா நான் இந்த இயர்போனை வச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன். அதை வச்சிட்டு இருந்தா அது ஆடியோ எனக்கு தான் வரும். So silly. Right.
Good.
Full screen mode பண்ணிடுங்க மேம்.
அல்ல அது மறுபடியும் கஷ்டமாயிடுது பாக்க. இப்படி இருக்கட்டும். தற்காலம் இது இருக்கட்டும்.
श्रीमहात्रिपुरसुन्दर्यै देवतायै नमः। ऐं हृदयाय नमः। ह्रीं शिरसे स्वाहा। सौः शिखायै वषट्। सौः कामचायुः। ह्रीं नेत्रत्रयाय वौषट्। ऐं नस्त्राय फट्। भूर्भुवः सुवरोमिति दिग्बन्धः।
Shivaya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya Shantaye Karantraya Nivedayami Jahatmanam Vamgatihi Parameshwaram Jahatmanam Vamgatihi Parvati Parvati Parameshwaram देवते परमेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी ललिता विमल कमल तचुम करदग दरिकटुम दक्करदग दरिकटुम दिक्करदग दरिकटुम 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 अम्बा देवते परमेश्वरी जगदीश्वरी ललिता विमल कमल य र ध व श ष स ह ळ क्ष य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष त छुम तछुम तथिंगिन्नतुम ता तछुम तछुम तकछुम तछुम तथिंगिन्नतुम थिं दरिकटतुम ता तछुम तछुम तकछुम तछुम गडदगछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम गडदग दरिकटतुम गडदग दरिकटतुम य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष तछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम ता तछुम तछुम तकछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम दग दरिकटतगदुम ति तछुम तछुम तकछुम तछुम गडदगछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम दग दरिकटतगदुम दग दरिकटतुम य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष य र ल व श ष स ह ळ क्ष तछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम ता तछुम तछुम तकछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम दग दरिकटतगदुम धिं तछुम तछुम तकछुम तछुम गडदगछुम तछुम गडदग दरिकटतुम दग दरिकटतगदुम दग दरिकटतुम Ma
Thank you so much. So there is more videos, but we don't have the time now. Maybe it will be a opportunity later that opens up yet another possibility. So we are, as I said, in the pipeline, there is Durga Saptashati, where we are showing the same esoteric significance of moving from the Granthis, from the Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, Rudra Granthi, and then to the final ascent to Shiva consciousness also being portrayed through dance, and all these same limiters, how we can overcome. So that was pranams to Kameshwari ma'am, pranams to Balasubramaniam sir, pranams to each and every one of you here for making this possible for me to share with all humility whatever little I have understood of the art.
Wonderful presentation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sujata. Actually, it goes beyond my understanding because it is something Tantra, and again, my voice clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
Kameshwari.
And again, dance. Did I say Sujata, your name? No, Padmaja. Sorry.
Padmaja
Because
Suresh,
I
that
was
is
seeing
Sujata
Sujata
Mohan.
name over there. Yeah, Sujata Mohan is there. I was just thinking she may have some question, but not today. Today it is already time is running. I had a real eye-opener in this lecture.
Question later also.
You know pretty
Kameshwari ma'am,
well. I worked at Dr.
your voice is not clear.
I worked at yes.
Kameshwari ma'am,
Please
voice
bear
clear
with me. Oh, anyway,
Kattar
I'll have to
nadula.
talk. My voice, is that all right?
Yes, ma'am. Seriya irukku.
Good, right. We have worked with Dr. Janaki on Sanskrit Shastra. We know a bit about it, a basic thing. But Abhinavgupta's interpretation, we have done as far as rasa theory is concerned, and more academically in our own different style, not related to that. So it was really an eye-opener. Abhinavgupta at every point is giving 36 chapters related to 36 principles is something which I really learned today. Of course, one or two I knew, I do remember, but all the 36 I have never looked into. And it was really good idea. And then the Shiva Sutras of Vasugupta and 5 levels of physical, imaginative, emotive, cathartic consciousness experiences leading to transcendental level, aesthetic experience becoming self-vibration, becoming spanda, mind becoming instrument of tasting and everything, really super. And 36 elements, it was really mind-blogging. And divinity is spreading everywhere, and ahamidam is becoming aham, and idam becoming ahamidam, representing parapara. Wonderful, wonderful. And hats off to you. It was done very clearly. And because you talked earlier, we were able to understand your representation on the stage. When you did that I presentation, it was really fantastic, very well done. And Lochana, I think we'll have to read again, once again, to understand from your perspective what it is going to be. For rereading Nati Shastra from the point of view of Shakta principles. We'll have to do it. And then you brought information from Swachanda Tantra, Para Pashyanti Madhyama Vaikari, and other sounds becoming Kriya Shakti, Icha Shakti, and other things. And Alapana, that was very beautifully done. Beauty in the absence of, you said division of letters. Alapana, that's really wonderful. I have marked them all, really good. And finally, the supreme statement from Abhinav Gupta is Raso Vai Saha. Wonderfully done. And we could actually, along with you, we could feel how you artist, when you dance, feel every moment the supreme spirituality that's there everywhere around you, vibrating around you. It was superb. From your dance also we could feel it, that you are undergoing the same emotion which you are showing it to the audience to feel the same within them, which is what Abhinav Gupta says leads to the supreme bliss. Though Balasubramaniam is there, he will never accept that Rasanubhava is Ishwaranubhava. Yes, Balu is there? He will not
He
accept
said
it.
no, ma'am.
Of course, I am very much here,
Yes.
but with the great difference that this Anubhava is got through the senses. Ishwaranubhava is not got through the senses. It is beyond.
Only through the
But,
senses you will go to the,
but
go to
only,
the other
yeah,
level of
but you have to
Ishwaranubhava.
transcend it, not that
Yeah,
medium.
naturally.
So it is immediate perception, not mediate perception, as we can see it here. Anyway, without going into the philosophical aspect, as Dr. Kameshwari said, you become one with that, madam. I am actually able to feel that because of that spiritual vibrations. I mean, it is beyond vibration. It is not spanda. It is beyond that. You know, when you go beyond the vibration, as you said, is nada, nadanta, and beyond that. And actually, we could feel that you are able to resonate. You are becoming laya, you know, one with that. And you are able to manifest that, as we call it, sadharanikarana. You know, when the audience is also taken to that level. Instead of bringing the audience to from high pedestal to the lower one, you know, as it happens in many cases, you are trying, you are elevating all of us to the highest. That is how the art form should be. And in fact, we are really grateful to you for an excellent presentation. It was
Let
a
me finish
really
the vote of
wonderful
thanks.
experience. Huh?
Let me finish the vote of thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
You need to
But
thank.
anyway, I wanted to tell you that we will be uploading it in the YouTube also for many people to
Definitely. Yes.
view it.
It's really wonderful. We feel actually this 1 hour had been very, very, very valuable to us. We could feel what you were emoting and you could understand what it is. And you got actually encomium from getting encomium from Balu is very difficult where dance is concerned. And he has done it. So it shows that you have moved. Even you are able to make Balu realize that art is something really good apart from yoga. That is his forte. That is, he'll always stand for it. So I'm very happy that you put him off, for one thing. And second thing is that we really enjoyed the entire program. It was wonderful. We really miss having you in the college premises before the photo of Paramacharya, where you could have performed with much more. I think you would have been more I don't know you would have felt differently there, over there, and we also would have felt it. Thank you very much for a beautiful presentation. To all the art participants, dancers, you may get an email from us, and please contact her if you have any anything to clarify or any doubt or anything that is specifically for Anuradha and Sujata Mohan, because I know them both. So you can talk to her and have a
fraternity of the same university, ma'am.
conversation with her over email. Oh, very good. So you can do that. So for the present,
University of Silicon Andhra for virtual MA.
I see. Very good. Very good. Nice. So I thank you again, once again, for having been with us
Thank you,
and for
My
giving us a
honor, ma'am,
wonderful
to get a
experience
few
today.
words from such great, as I said in the beginning, giants in knowledge. KSRI stands for that. It's that one place, I call it as a temple, which we should
As
all
far as
visit.
concerned, we are not. You should definitely. It's a nice place.
please come.
Please do. We will invite you. You please come there and again perform before us. And thank you very much for your wonderful performance and the effort that you have taken in collecting the videos and presenting it. Thank you very much.
Thank
We
you.
will meet again.
Thank you
And
very
I
much for the
thank the
technical team
endowment
helping.
maker, Mrs. Sarayu Srinivasan, for having this wonderful evening possible. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lavanya. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.